Hello and welcome to the DFS_PhD show for today, the 20th of November, basketball show. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough. And gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Might as well be us or bro, in yesterday's case. I think it was a very bold thing to post the screenshot that shows NFL Classic slates, because that's, anytime somebody's showing you that, they're a very respectable person, because it hurts. It hurts to be here. And I mean, even for months where it's going fine because you're not losing money anymore. Still hurts, man. I can tell you. I've been doing that flat thing for NBA now for a couple of months. And it's been nice to kind of pop out of that recently with a much smaller hump, but it's all about controlling your bankroll so that you're ready for the big days. Congrats again. Nicely done yesterday. I actually did fine. I stopped watching football early because I thought things had gone too bad with Kyler and all those guys in the first game. But then I had a lot of Khalil Shakir. I had like 35%. So all of those cashed, and that went pretty well. It's a good day, by the way, over at football. I love the Giomi and Own move, and it's a great day for that. I got 2,100 lineups right away. I think it's a good line. A lot of people are biasing the under or biasing the over. That's one of my favorite moves. I'm about to do it all over the place in basketball. Not for football. I just plug and play the Saber Sim today with Sheets rule. It worked pretty well. All right, on to today's basketball slate, which, like I say, I like to play with. So first of all, this Milwaukee-Washington game, in the case where it stays close at all, is the game. None of the other games will matter. These two teams are so fast. Like Milwaukee and Washington. Washington's second. Milwaukee is sixth. By mutual consent, they will go fast. Get lots of possessions, layups. So, yes, I know I haven't finished doing this. We're not going to be 100% Washington stats or 100% what I assume is Jordan Poole. Okay, no, Kuzma. Wow. Well, I'll take 35% Kuzma. Yeah, maybe even more than that. Maybe like 40% Kuzma. I like that move. It's entirely based on if this game stays close. What do I think the chances are? 40% seems a bit high. That it stays close, though. That nobody loses minutes. Yeah, at 35% that game stays close. And all right, so same for Giannis, obviously. Giannis doesn't get there too often in the cases where it doesn't stay close. And then obviously, so yes, we're going to get a lot of Celtics value. I don't know if you guys saw I waited long enough today for all of the underdog news to come in from shoot around. And the shoot around was like, hey, there's not going to be any backups for the Celtics today or something, like no sixth man, no like seventh man, ninth man. So basically Peyton Pritchard and Sam Hauser are definitely core for me today, unless there's more news that happens later, in which case I still am going to swing to it, even though it's burned me a few times in a row. Miles Bridges is still too cheap. They haven't really raised his price to his role yet. At 5,700, yeah, definitely 100% into that move, even with the blowout. But right, the blowout consideration means we have to take that to 35%. Now, Peyton Pritchard is blowout proof, I think. I think Peyton Pritchard has to be on the floor either way. Same thing with Sam Hauser. So I'm going to let them go up to 65% because I think they can reach this kind of ceiling, 24 and 28 points, in a fair number of the blowout scenarios as well. Same thing, Tyus Jones, man. Sorry, you have to be limited. They just, the 35% only. Only in the case where that game stays close do I think we get, Kispert, I don't know. Kispert coin flip as to whether or not he plays in a blowout. He might be out there jacking up threes till the very end, in which case he's probably who you want. Denny, no thanks. Don't need all that Denny. That's a product of my changing the game totals. Right. What were my other game total changes? The other game total changes are there's going to be a gross one. What was it? Yeah, Miami, Chicago. I just unclicked it, I think. Yeah, completely crossing off Miami, Chicago, and New York, Minnesota. And honestly, as I went through the players and stuff, I didn't see them yet. Like I've been through 2 pages of value people. I went through the top. I think I saw Bam. Yeah, we got like Bam. That's it. Like there's nobody good in these games. Like so, I don't care about any of those fades. So completely crossing off those games because again, no matter how, even if there had been somebody appealing, it would just hurt me. These teams are so bad. The Knicks are slow. The Heat are slow. Who else was I talking about being slow? You get the general point though. If you're not checking out how the teams like to play, then you're not going to figure out how you should be playing the DFS for it. The teams, there's no possibility. I mean, in my opinion, it's so unlikely that this game go for 125 today. That is so different than the Milwaukee-Washington game go. I could see that thing going for 150, man, like an all-star game or something, because neither of these teams is that good at defense, particularly if they call one or two quick ones on Giannis. He's just going to let him go to the rim because he can't get that third one. Anyway, so you see it happen all the time. Now, how much Giannis am I on? 35%. Okay. Yeah, I think that brings us to, yeah, I've told you pretty much all my moves today. I don't have, the pool thing, man. Yeah, got to play him today. Sorry. Just if that game stays close, probably that dude takes a bunch of shots. I know he's looked incredibly bad and washed up. Don't care. I mean, like, if he's going to get out there and get minutes, now granted, his minutes have also been weird. Don't know what's going on with him. Maybe I give him just one more day's worth of a look. But yeah, 100% Washington stacks. I don't know about all this. Like, the pool might be a little bit sullied. Don't need 100% Washington stacks. Don't see how that could possibly even be true. I guess one way or, okay, that's fine. Koulibaly, number one, is probably good either way. I can definitely see a situation where he gets just randomly and wildly extended. I don't know if 65%. I think coin flip for Koulibaly as well, because like for him, it's not really minutes concern. I think he definitely gets the minutes. It's a production concern. I don't know for sure that he gets the production. So 50-50 on Koulibaly. Yeah, and that leaves us with an appropriate, yes, 60% Jokic, and I haven't even adjusted it yet. Man, awesome. That's 100% right. Oh, look at this. I haven't even adjusted the team total for Denver, and Jokic is already at 71 expected points. I think that's appropriate. 75 might be more better. Either way, 60% Jokic, pop him in core, no problem. Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, and Nikola Jokic for one of the least coherent cores of all time with absolutely zero correlation. But hey, if there's one thing that the NFL slate and the $1 million winner yesterday who won it on a single bullet taught us, it's who cares about correlation anymore, man? Just win the tournaments. No, you should still care about correlation. I mean, just yesterday they game with the double overtime, right? So at first you were like, oh man, everybody who doesn't have whatever the early value play was is totally washed. No, if you didn't have 3 or 4 players from that game with the double overtime, you were totally washed. So anyway, gonna be an interesting slate today. I think it's not too tough to get to the teams that are going to score a lot of points. So get to those teams and play the best plays and go ahead and win $1 million on football as well. I'll be honest, I'm probably just going to click a couple of late swaps and then immediately begin watching the $1 million thing until that dream fades. So that's my general trajectory for the night. But remember, no matter if it's $1 million or 100,000, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Might as well be us.